Two Chinese nationals, two Nigerians, and a Togolese man have been arrested for doing what? For smuggling dangerous agricultural fungus in the United States of America. They see it as very dangerous, and America calls it an agricultural terrorism. Are they going to be jailed? How dangerous are these fungus? We're going to find out just now. What's up, everybody? I hope you're doing good. It's a beautiful day. Thank you very much for stopping by. You are appreciated. Pigama coffee for yourself, okay? Pigama coffee. You gotta pigama. Yeah, you know, some cultures in Africa, they ask you, pigama coffee for yourself. So pigama coffee for yourself means clap your hand for yourself. And they usually say clap your hand for yourself when you do something nice or something really nicely said. You know, like, oh, you've helped them out. Clap your hand for yourself. It's like, yeah. Thank you so much for coming here. We appreciate you. We like you here. Hey, my name is Zack. I know I look like your cousin. That's perhaps the reason why you stopped. Hey, you look like mine too. So let's be friends. Let's be family. We want to see you every single day. So before we start, please click on the button here. I think it's called subscribe. Yeah. Come on, guys. YouTube say a lot of you guys watch videos, but you're not subscribed. Why are you not subscribed? Just subscribe so we can see each other every day. Great stuff. Let's go. Now, we're going to start with the Chinese nationals. So two Chinese nationals, two Nigerian, and a Togolese were arrested in the United States for allegedly attempting to smuggle a dangerous agricultural fungus into the country, an incident the U.S. authorities have linked to concern about Aggro terrorism. The Chinese, the Nigerian, and the Togolese were charged with attempting to bring Fusarium graminarium. What? Fusarium graminarium. I just murdered that there into the United States of America. And this fungus causes Fusarium head blight. I'm not sure 100% what this is, but it's basically a disease that affects key crops like wheat, corn, barley, leading to major crop losses and contamination with mycotoxins, which are harmful to humans and animals. So basically, these bunch of guys, okay, two Chinese, two Nigerians, and a Togolese. Okay, Togolese, you must know the difference. Togolese and Congolese, they're not the same. This is Togo on the map, and this is Congo. Okay, there are two Congos. There's Congo DRC on the map you can see, and this is Congo Brazzaville. They used to be the same people, but when colonialists came, they said, okay, this side on the right is going to be Congo French. This side on the center will be Congo Belgian. But they speak the same language at the border, but they don't get along with each other. Crazy stuff, I'm telling you. You see South Africans, Botswana, and people from Botswana. You look at the map, they're also Tswana. They speak Setswana. They get along really well. Congolese people from this DRC at Kinshasa, they speak Lingala. And the Congolese people from Brazzaville, they also speak Lingala. They don't get along. It's like, which one is the best Congo? Crazy, like how? What's wrong with these people? They fight over the best Congo. We are the real. Like, I don't get this. And this is not limited to children, even adults. This tells you how the colonialists has done a tremendous job of destruction. Let's get back to our story with the Nigerians and the Chinese. Now, according to U.S. federal prosecutor, the fungus was smuggled in a hidden packaging during travel from China. So these bunch of people were all in China, and the Nigerians. They needed them to carry some of the stuff. So every one of them had this fungus. And this fungus is dangerous, according to US, because if they apply it on crops, it destroys the crops. And after destroying the crops, you can turn the soil as much as you want. It's never going to produce anymore. So it is used for food warfare. Okay, this is terrorism. The US government treats such smuggling as potential agro-terrorism, a threat that is deliberate attempt to damage US food security and agriculture. Experts say a small quantity of the fungus, if introduced, could devastate crop yields and destabilize the food supply chain. So what is this for? Is China trying to fight the USA in terms of food production? Question mark. Does China have a reason to do that? We can see they're not getting along very, very well right now. Okay, the Trump government and the Chinese have been hitting each other with tariffs. The question is this: what makes them think that this is for terrorist purpose? Number one, the possession of controlled pathogen. Okay, this Fusarium, Graminearium are classified high-risk agricultural pathogen in the US. It's like you're bringing something very dangerous in a country. You can't do that. It's prohibited. And the question is, why did they bring the Nigerians with and the Togolese? Because they needed somebody as the first run. The Nigerians went first, then the Chinese came after. And later on, they acted like they didn't know each other. But after doing an investigation, they found out that they were together. Perhaps the reason was, let the Nigerians pass, they're going to get stopped. And once they get stopped and focused upon, we can perhaps smuggle ourselves inside, not knowing that they knew exactly what was happening. Reason number two was the fungus was concealed in hidden containers and allegedly misdeclared on custom forms. So basically, if you bring something into a border of a country, but you don't know it is illegal, would you put it in a hidden container? No, you wouldn't, because you don't know it's illegal. You're probably just going to have it out. Those are some of the reasons why Americans are saying they need to follow up on this and find out. Now, my question is very simple, okay? Why are these Africans involved in this? If China and America has issues and problems, why are you always involved in shady stuff, shady deals? And these people might go to, if it's confirmed that they are guilty, they're going to jail for 20 years straight for terrorism, food terrorism, potentially. Is this worth it? Why do you always take the risks in things like this? Why do you want quick money, fast money? I don't get it. I don't understand. Some of these people are probably husbands, they're probably fathers, so you're going to leave your wife and your children by themselves because you like fast money. I don't get this. You're probably asking yourself, food terrorism. Yes, food terrorism has happened before. Matter of fact is the US military has used chemicals in many places, such as Agent Orange in Vietnam. Okay, they use chemicals to unalive Vietnamese, and Agent Orange destroyed the crops. For many, many years, Vietnamese couldn't even grow the crops because, of Agent Orange. You know, the Vietnamese were very brave. They're very small in size, but very smart. Okay, they're not scared of big weapons. They were going underground, creating traps. They didn't have enough weapons. They got some of the weapons from the communist parties, from the Soviet, from the Chinese, but it was never enough to face America. You know, when we were growing up, we thought that the Chinese were the bad people, the Vietnamese were bad. I mean, we grew up watching these videos, all these movies. Commando. Do you remember Commando? Commando Julie. Yeah, I remember that movie. Rambo 1, Rambo 2, Rambo 3, Chuck Norris, all this stuff. You see a bunch of group of 10 military from America unaliving thousands of people. We're like, Americans are so strong. And they're always right because that's how we grew up, brother. We grew up watching all these Americans unaliving people. We knew the Russians were the bad people and stuff. It's only when you started growing up, reading, then you discover that nobody called them in Vietnam. They went to other people's countries by force because that country decided to embrace communism. I mean, that's their country, but you just come to their country to force them into viewing life the way you view it because their view of life is not what you want. So, yeah. And the Vietnamese did not let their guards down. They fought to the last until 20 years later, Americans said, you know what? We are being unalive for nothing here. Maybe it's time to leave. Yeah. Now, they've done things like that to the Vietnamese. They've also destroyed the soil in South America when they were resisting some people in South America. So this is a type of fight that exists, this type of terrorism, destroying people's crops, destroying people's agriculture is something they've done many times in the past. So now they see this potential threat coming into the United States of America. They want to hit it the hardest possible way. Why? Because they want to discourage anybody else to ever think about doing such thing. That's crazy. Let me know how you feel about this, fellas. Always a great pleasure. Can you come to other people's countries and do bad things and say, okay, I'm leaving, I'm going to be judged in my country because you have no jurisdictions over me? Do you think the same thing would happen in China? Or any other country if your soldier... God bless.